Hi guys, I am tweeting from the comfort of my own home today because last night on the way home from Rev, I was so tired because it's been a pretty full-on week and I need more sleep. So, yesterday was day 7 of Rev for us, otherwise known as Thursday, meaning today is Friday, and there are more movies to see. Hooray! But last night we saw Wonder Woman, which is a fabulously hilarious, inspiring, amazing, awesome, wonderful documentary about the character of Wonder Woman and her place in feminism and how she has provided hope to thousands of young girls and young women, how she kind of her journey through embodying everything that feminism stood for to going to this kind of place where it was the opposite of what feminism stood for, and her kind of journey back from that to kind of more what feminism stands for and what the majority of us women would like the world to be like. She's different from the male superheroes in that she often relies on compassion and empathy and problem solving, and her big thing is, her lasso makes people tell the truth. It doesn't necessarily hurt them. She sends them away to this island where they get reformed and reintegrated into society. It's kind of this utopian view of what the world should be. And it talks about, different people who, excuse me, who've been affected by her story and her character and etc., etc. There was a Q&A with the producer of the film afterwards, and she talked about showing the film at South by Southwest and Joss Whedon coming and watching the film with his wife Kai, and I really that blew my mind because I am a very huge, enormous fan of Joss Whedon. I love him. I love Buffy and what she does for girls as a strong female character. I love that, the majority of the time Joss's stories have strong female characters, that he doesn't rely on men to carry the story. So to hear that Joss Whedon saw the film and loved it and his wife loved it, that was pretty awesome. And then on top of that, the film will be getting a release as part of a Kevin Smith Presents collection. So my two kind of gods, Kevin Smith and Joss Whedon, fully endorse this film, as well as me. So what more excuse do you need to go and see it? Because it is on again. Let me check my book. It is on again on Sunday with another Q&A session, which was hosted by Judith Lucy, by the way. So that was pretty awesome. It's on at 7:30 on Sunday, so you should definitely try and check it out. And if you can't see it at the festival, try and find it, because it's a really good film. And I think it'll speak to most people, whether you're a woman or not a woman. There'll be some kind of message in there for you that you can take away from the film. It was really good. The other film we saw last night was Vigilante. So good you had to say it twice. It's about street art, which is, sometimes a common theme with Rev. Each year that I've been going, there's been some kind of film about street art or, the street art culture, that sort of thing. Street art is made particularly famous by Banksy. It does get a lot of attention. But this particular film was about these guys called buffers, who their job that they have decided for themselves is their job, is to go around and paint over the graffiti because, it's criminal and it shouldn't be there and etc., etc. But the interesting thing is that they're not sanctioned by, the city or, the local government or any kind of authority. They've just taken it upon themselves to go and do this. So the question then becomes, if you're painting over graffiti, is that graffiti? To my mind, yeah, it is, because you're pretty much doing exactly the same thing that the people you claim criminals are doing. You are painting on public surfaces without permission. So really, really interesting look at that kind of mindset of these people who are just so caught up in the fact that they believe they're doing the right thing, that they have no perspective on, you know, how that actually, the reality of what that actually is. Focused on 3 particular buffers and their stories, and the one guy was just hilarious, like the embodiment of what people from the outside view these kind of extremist vigilante Americans to be. You know, loud, in your face, fast talking, completely deluded in regards to reality and, you know, his position in society. He went into like a park area and started chopping down trees without permission, because homeless people were living there and they shouldn't be. And he decided that. And his statement that he's just doing what everyone else would do if they had the guts to like stand up and say that that's what they wanted. This assumption that that's what the entire world is thinking is just, it was just a fascinating kind of psychological study of these people. And, you know, they really, truly believe it in their hearts that they're doing what everyone else is afraid to do. So, yeah, really, really fascinating film. And, I mean, I already just love that debate around public space and art, as I mentioned in one of my other videos. I find it just such a kind of prickly, slippery, slopey kind of conversation. You know, what's art, what's not art, what's us, you know, does public space belong to all of us because we are the public, and, you know, we pay the taxes that provide these public spaces, so therefore don't they belong to all of us, and that kind of whole thing of you know, what is actually criminal, and what is art and expression. So probably one of the standout films for me of the festival so far. Really loved it. So I would suggest you get along to that, as I always do, because I love all the films. It is on again on Saturday at 6:30 with a Q&A from one of the guys who made the film. Last night he was wearing a shirt that said, "I love bogans." So he has a fantastic sense of humour. Really funny guy, and just willing to answer any kind of questions that you want to throw at him about the film. So yeah, that was a really good experience too. So that was the films we saw last night, and I definitely recommend both of them. Tonight we are seeing, I'm so excited, tonight we are seeing Battle for Brooklyn at 6 o'clock, I'm pretty sure. I've only got my book in front of me, not my schedule, so I'm pretty sure this is what we're seeing. So Battle for Brooklyn, which looks pretty good, documentary. Mongolian Bling, I'm so excited. Hip-hop culture in Mongolia. How much more awesome can a film be than that? I haven't even seen it yet, and I know it's going to be awesome because just hip-hop in Mongolia. And then we will be watching Yakuza Weapon, which I'm very excited about because I love Japanese cinema. I love, you know, Yakuza and guns and fighting and violence and all of those things, the gratuitous killing of people. I love that stuff. So I'm very excited about that movie. That's on tonight, and it's the only showing. This is one of the ones I told you to plan ahead for and get tickets because it is only showing tonight. So I was pleasantly surprised yet last night when one of my IRL friends turned up, inspired by my video, to come along and see Wonder Woman. So I would love for some more people to be inspired and come along and see the films and say hi, because that would be awesome. So yeah, I do have a lot of recommendations for the weekend, but I'm going to do another video just with my recommendations for the weekend so that, you know, you can watch that if you want to and know what you should see on the weekend. So that is all of my stuff for today. And I will probably film tonight's video tomorrow morning, because tonight is going to be a late night. So I will get it up as soon as I can, so you know what you should be seeing. And I will see you in like the other video that I'm just about to film about the weekend's recommendations. So bye.